Today we have a preview of the Reaver King's mid-season content patch number 2. We don't have any videos or pictures, but we do have what the patch notes are supposed to contain, and that's what we're going to go over. And this is on the Discord. If you guys aren't in it, if you are in it, you can find it on the Discord under the patch notes section. So this is part 1 of 2, which says MSQ unlocks the Hollow Heart, Wormwood, Roots of Evil, and the final battle. We're going to get a third imbuement slot, which is unlocked, but right now only the shadow imbuement is the one that we'll be able to use, and that's going to be called Gloom Collapse. The description is that the world has collapsed under the gloom. Find your way through the deadly darkness with the help from a radiant torch. There's going to be 3 new side quests: the Ring of Ashes, Eclipse, and Painful Secrets, and we'll get 2 new hunts: Wormwood and the Reaver King. There's also going to be 4 new craftable weapons. You can finally be able to craft Nightshade, which is Venomous's gun that she uses, the battle rifle type gun that applies venom onto enemies. There's going to be Rose and Thorn, which are daggers. There's going to be the Eclipse two-handed breaker, and the Legacy sword and shield. Now, this did say that the rifle won't be in the store when it launches until Season 2, but it looks like they updated that to where it just says rifle. Now, that might still be the case, but we'll have to see when the patch actually drops. Next, we have 24 new accessories. Now, it doesn't tell us what the accessories are, but we do have a bunch of fixes in here, and we're gonna go over all of the fixes. And if you see something that makes you excited, let me know in the comments. So first we have load times. They fixed an issue on PC and PS5 where players could be waiting longer than normal in a loading screen when the loading bar was nearly complete. Hands raised, that was me. Rush type echoes should now add to a Wayfinder's total power. They didn't do that before. How many people are now going to be like over that 2500 mark when they do that? Added a prompt to remove duplicate rush echoes when swapping to a Wayfinder or weapon with that same echo equipped. Fixed an issue causing infinite load screens when respawning after dying in the Highlands in certain scenarios. So I'm going to go back one. If you're confused about the dual duplicate echoes, it's like if your Wayfinder has an echo that's a rush echo and your weapon has the same rush echo equipped to it, it's going to have a pop-up that lets you know, hey, you got the same echo equipped, because it doesn't stack up like that, I guess. So fixed poison barrels, leaving behind an indefinite hazard warning. Fixed players only unlocking 29 out of 30 affinity points. Level 1 Wayfinders will now start with 1 affinity point, allowing for 30 points by level 30. And I wonder if we're going to all get that 1 extra point now that we can spend. That's actually pretty exciting, but we still can't re-roll our affinity points unless they put it in these patch notes yet, because, we've already spent some of those points. Fixed movement oddities after using the I am stuck feature. Fixed some out-of-bound points in the mines biome. Fixed instances of extreme damage from Ven's level 15 instinct affinity perk. Fixed some safe spots in the Aurelian biome. Fixed an issue where players could directly damage the Dread Legion when the Midas mutator was active. An interaction causing enemies to regain health during a Golden Bombs imbuement. An issue blocking players from entering the Bloodworks during the Birds of a Feather side quest. An issue causing players to get kicked after crafting the Sage Wisdom Potion. Fix the crash caused by Balgrim diggers throwing their lanterns. The mysterious device not dropping while on the Seeking Closure side quest. Fix player aiming getting deflected when entering ADS with a rifle. Party leaders getting connection timeouts during the Expedition Complete screen. They fixed the Talon of Pyre Echo going on cooldown after entering a hunt arena. They fixed the Mastery Critical Force not granting the correct amount of crit bonus at each level. They fixed players auto-running forward after respawning from a fall. Instances of Bloodbore's laser attack not dealing damage correctly. Instances of Bloodbore not attacking after being guard broken. Fixed dark treasures from the Golden Cash mutators not awarding gold in some cases. Fixed the wrong weapons being displayed in the Expedition Complete screen. Fixed Sphere 4 Void dungeons not granting all completion chests. Fixed incorrect objective markers during the fall of the Silver Codex quest. Fixed cases where Nightshade's fire mode would be incorrect after reloading. If you don't know what that is, sometimes it would go into an automatic, like a full auto fire mode. And I don't think anybody knows how that happened. It just does it on its own. Fixed an issue where twin strikers were unable to combo out of a dash attack during Blade Dance. If you have a second, we're going to go into part 2. If you hit that like button for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. On to the part 2 of the fixes. They fixed cases where Ven's Transfusion and Vampiric Blast did not aggro enemies. Fixed an issue with twin strikers that made the player unable to light attack after performing 2 consecutive flourishes. Fixed rifle weapon abilities counting as combo finishers. Windgrave's Radiant Pulse not blocking projectiles from deadly strikes. Cases where the player will lose movement ability after using the Arcstorm weapon ability. The Juggernaut's Upheaval ability firing twice. The issue when using Kairos' Savage Rake while ADS, which is aimed down sights, failing to perform the 3rd finisher attack from the level 2 upgrade. Venom twin strikers applying the incorrect debuff during Blood Dance. Some cases where Shirk Tongue attacks were inconsistent. Cases where the player would get damage when outside of the Bloodbore's AoEs. The flicker that occurs when the Bloodbore leaps to the wall. Players not receiving gold when breaking Midas shields with rifles. Kairos Arcane Focus destroying breakable objects spawned from mutators. Cases where the player would drop combat when in the Archon Commander hunt. Cases where the first wave of the Argent Hand wouldn't always attack the player. The inconsistent application of mutator visual effects to enemies in Lost Zones. The matchmaking countdown timer persisting on screen even after the party leaders cancel the queue. The Hollow Queen Echo missing an icon. Epitaph not depleting the current amount of momentum after being used at full capacity. Cases where the Willow Witch Crowstorm could be invisible to the other player. A visual bug with the Cobalt Flame Sword and Shield Skin in the character menu. A visual bug in the Dread Legion hunt causing the light orbs to sometimes be invisible. Some quest names unnecessarily wrapping in the NPC dialogue menu. The missing icon for the Gloom Dagger core item. The wrong icon for the Pride Lord Echo. The Deposed King Echo dropping from the Gloomchild recharging stations. So I had the Deposed King Echo drop once. The Willow Witch not dropping Hollow 1 samples for the Seeking Knowledge side quest. Some cases where weapon skins would not swap properly when changing Wayfinders. The Wind Howler's silence not appearing in the status page. Bloodbore having the incorrect name on the boss health bar and hunt objectives. I think it's called Drill Bug. An issue with Cobalt Flame and Terminus weapon skins not displaying the style menu. And then we have some changes where they increased the drop rate of the Feather of War by 3.2 and increased all epic accessory drop rates on all epic bosses from 0.5 to 2 to 3%. Those are huge changes. 0.5%, it was really that low, but 2 to 3%, we should definitely see a lot more drops coming from that, especially since we were dealing with the 5% before. Lower the damage and break damage output of Titan Bane's weapon ability. We still want this weapon to feel powerful. This change is intended to tighten the gap between Titan's Bane and other two-handed options. So you're not just using Titan's Bane, they really want you to use like weapons that you just enjoy using. And I think they're trying to balance it out so you can do that and not just pick whatever is the best weapon, because they each have their own strengths and weaknesses. Molten Cleave weapon ability, base damage reduced by 50% and break damage reduced by 80%. That is a lot though. Increase the pickup range of Arcanist orbs to match the pickup range for loot items. That's where we are with Content Patch 2. A lot of good fixes on there, some interesting fixes, and it's cool to have some more things to grind out and do. It'll keep some people busy, so that's really good. And it should hold us over, hopefully, until Founder Season 2 drops, which will add a lot more content from my understanding from that AMA. If you click here on the screen, it should be there. Check out that AMA, 40 questions answered. They mentioned something like 150 bug fixes supposed to be coming, so it might be up in there somewhere. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.